G'day ladies and gentlemen, piedudeaus here and welcome back to another Minecraft mod review. In this one I'm looking at the Dust mod. This is a pretty freaking awesome mod that essentially what you can do is you can craft some dust. As you can see, I've got them in the hotbar right now. I've got some, well, basically plant dust, gunpowder dust, lapis dust and blaze dust. That's what they all look like. Pretty cool. And what you can do is you can place them on the ground, kind of like this. Hopefully you can see that reasonably well. Should be able to. And you can do different things. You can craft different shapes, different patterns, and once you've done that, you then can craft yourself a runic tome, which then you can activate these runes, and they have special effects and do cool things. Yeah, so without any real further ado, that's basically what you do. Or if you don't even want to, one thing you can do with this thing, if you don't actually want to do anything, using the tome on them or anything, you can just simply craft cool patterns on the ground and just have them purely as like an aesthetic look. So another cool thing you can do if you want to. And this here, since you've already seen it, I might as well tell you, this is called a runic lexicon, and this is something that is pretty damn awesome. Basic rundown of what it is. It just shows you all the different runes that you can actually craft. So yeah, that is very cool. We'll get into that in a minute though. So let's have a quick look at how you craft some of these things. Now these are obviously the runic dusts. They're the ones I mentioned before. Quickly show you how you craft these things. You get a bit of coal or charcoal, either one works, so you can use either. It comes some kind of plant sort of matter like seeds, saplings, or even like the wild grass or tall grass still works, so you can use any one of those. We'll give you the plant runic dust. To go on to the next thing, you just simply get the plant runic dust with one piece of gunpowder. We'll give you 8 runic dust. And another one. Oh, I'll use charcoal this time to show it does work. And a couple of bits of, 3 bits of lapis, I should say, not just 2. That will give you the lapis runic dust. And 2 of them, and a bit of blaze powder, which obviously you can get from blaze rods. We'll give you 8 of them, which is really neat. Alright, oops, I should keep that open because I want to quickly show you a few other things you can craft. One of them is you get a book, which you can obviously craft from a few sheets of paper, and you can grab any one of these dusts. It doesn't matter which one, so just for argument's sake I'll grab the gunpowder one, but that will give you the runic tome. Very neat. So actually I'll just do one more of them just so I've got another one, because I want one to be able to cast or use on the runes. But the other thing is, obviously you can see here is just off this, well, there it is there, you've seen it before, already showed it to you, the runic lexicon. Now this is crafted with a tome in the middle and some wooden planks around in a sort of diamondy shape, and then with the green or the plant runic dust, it needs to be the plant one, otherwise it won't work. And there's your runic lexicon right there. And just for argument's sake, I will just place it down if I put it in the hotbar. And there it is. And again, you walk up to it and it will open up. Very, very cool. And yeah, so that's pretty much most of the stuff you can craft. So now all these other things I've got in my inventory are pretty much things you can use, because when you actually cast runes, actually I'll show you this one first, because this is what this one does. This one is actually a recipe. It can be crafted with any of the dust, it doesn't matter which. You then get the tome, right click, and bam, there you go. It crafts you a torch. How very neat and cool is that? That is so cool. Okay, now going back to the runic lexicon, what this does, as I said before, it just shows you the different recipes. So as you can see on there, this can be crafted with any one of these particular items. But then this one, the reason why I'm going to demonstrate this one as well anyway. You can see it's got the green around the sides on these little angles here, but in the middle it's got this purple colour. Well, within that purple colour you can use any colour you want, but the outer side bits have to be green. But rather than have to try to remember the recipe, what you can do is you can get a bit of paper, left click on it, right click on it I should say, and now you would notice in my hotbar I've got a scroll, and it is the farm rune placing scroll. So basically what the scroll has done, it has remembered that exact pattern, and it's on the bit of, and it's now in the scroll. So what I can do now is I can just come up to here, and I can place it down. Look at that. It is already now placed. I don't have to remember the recipe. The only thing is, as I said before, it does have this pink bit in the middle, which you now have to go over with by yourself and replace with a respective colour. And for this one, I'm going to use gunpowder. Sweet. And also this one, if I go back to the Runic Tombs, so I should have showed it to you before. You would have seen it, but I didn't actually mention it. It also says on there 2 times iron ingots. Now you need these 2 to actually sacrifice to make it work. Otherwise, if you do not place them on the rune, it won't work. So I'll come over here. I'll grab a couple of them, and I'll just press Q to drop them down onto it, and you just get the tome, and just right click, and look at that. Ready to go garden. With a little water spot in the middle. Perfectly done. Look at that. How neat is that? That is so cool. And yeah, so basically that's what it does. It just gives you different things you can craft. And yeah, it is really, really awesome. Okay, so I might just flick through some of these. I'm not going to show too many. I will do this one. Again, this one can be crafted from any of these particular items or any particular dust. It doesn't matter which one you use. But I think the higher quality of the dust, the bigger or the better return you'll get from it. But I'm going to simply right click on that to learn this one. Now I'm going to come over here and I'm going to place this one on the ground. Oh no, that didn't work. You bugger. Okay, well I'm just going to have to get myself a block here because unfortunately that didn't quite work, but that's all right. Because it's actually purple anyway, I've got to go over it myself with the respective dust. So in this case I'm replacing all this purple with the blue. And if you do a misplace, just simply left click will remove the misplaced dust. Okay, so that's that there. Now what we can do with this one, you can do this around a ready planted tree, but I've actually found it easier just to plant a tree. And now we'll get some bit of this, bit of bone meal. Watch this. Ready? Now I'll activate it with the Runic Tome. Now you see it's gone red and it's got this flashy stuff in it. Wait for it. Look at that. It breaks down the tree, but not only do you get the wood, you also get sticks as well. How cool is that? That is so neat. And just for argument's sake, I'm going to do one more, which I think is right near the end. I'm not going to show you too many more because this is one of those mods you honestly just want to actually try it for yourself. Actually, I'm going to do this one. I wasn't going to do this one, but I'll do this one as well, just for shoots and giggles. So I'm going to right click on that. Now, as you can see, you have to either use the lapis or the blaze dust. You also need 8 bits of meat. And you also need an iron sword or an iron pickaxe. So this one's pretty cool. And I'm not sure if this will... I did get that. Good. Okay. Now, I'm not sure if I can do this down here or not, but I'll try it anyway. Okay, I probably can. And let's just see what goes on here. Now, I need to replace this with either the blue or the red, but... or the blaze. So I will just use the blue just to get that done. Now it needs the meat. Now I've got 8 bits of steak. I'm not sure if it actually will work with raw or if it will work with cooked, but we'll try it with a cooked, see what happens. And I've got a stone pickaxe because that's what it asked for, not any other kind. Throw that on top and let's just see. Right click. Oh yeah, it works. And look at that. Ha ha ha! That's very good. You get a spirit pickaxe. Oh yeah. So now what can you do with this thing? Look at this. How freaking awesome is this? That is so cool. Alright, so there you go, ladies and gentlemen. That is a very, very awesome. As you can see, the durability isn't that great, but when it's breaking down that much, yeah, that's pretty awesome anyway. Oh, didn't quite mean to do that, but whatever. Alright, so I'll go through the end because there's another one. Last one I just want to show you is very, very awesome. And if I can find it, as you can see, there's absolutely heaps and heaps and heaps of these. Now, this is the one I want to show you. Okay, so I'm going to grab that by a couple. Because what this one is, as you can quite clearly see here, is a teleportation rune. So I'm going to come over to here. I'm just going to place, actually no, I'll place it on grass. And tree still falling down. Oops, doesn't help to actually use the scroll. Okay. So now, what you can do with this is grab yourself a couple of ender pearls, drop them down, and you can just activate that with the tome, or the tome, I should say. And now this time I'm going to come over here, drop that down there, and it's starting to get dark, but that's alright because I've nearly finished anyway. Drop that down, activate this one, and look at that. It goes red, but you can also get this little flashy white thing here as well. So what you can do now is step into it. Oh yeah, teleports. And you can see it's gone red. That pretty much just means it's on a cooldown. When it's finished, you can go back to wherever you were. Haha, that is so neat. Now, the thing with this is you can also have this as multiple teleports. This block, what would be here, where the square is, if you have like a, say if you put like a cobblestone or something underneath that, for where you place this rune, you can then have multiple teleportation ports to, you know, if you go into different spots. So that is really, really awesome. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that is a quick look. I'm not going to go into too much more about it because I've shown you just some of the recipes, but it gives you just a basic idea of what this thing actually does. Honestly, you're better off just to go try this out for yourself because it is freaking awesome. It really is, you really just need to try it out for yourself to get a really good idea of how it works. But yeah, anyway, so definitely go do that, and yeah, the link will be in the description, so you can easily get there, not a problem at all. And yeah, that's it. So don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all that cool stuff. Until next time, keep cool, keep safe, and I'll catch you around. Goodbye.